Alright. Hello. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. Let's start the I go coming back. Yeah. This when you put the stop the all mission, the side mission go over off.
Hey, did you find Paula?
Sure, but she won't come here.
She kinda hates me right now.
You, kinda didn't mention that.
I thought she'd be over that. Things on a roll the way they are. Hope she'd help us out.
Once I said your name, she wouldn't even talk to me. What's Project Deus?
Project Deus isn't the problem. Problem is, she can only see the harm it can do. Great to see you again.
Great to see you too, sir.
Lieutenant Colonel Walker, Paula Madeira.
Please, call me Cole.
Paula is Skeltech's most brilliant engineer.
Now. I've seen your, designs, ma'am. I'd say that brilliant, that's an understatement.
And I've seen your resume. It's heavily redacted.
Yeah. So I take it that, that's not for the field test.
No, that won't be ready for a few months.
Wow. I want to ask you, the, work you're doing on deep learning AI controlling these drones, how's that going?
Excuse me? Using deep learning AI? How?
Specifically, data mining? Target identification?
We haven't, explored those options yet.
You mean to tell me that you have the top computer scientists in the world developing some sort of supercomputer and you, haven't explored those options yet?
He's talking about Maddox. He's talking about Project Deus.
Imagine it. Using this beast of a computer, predictive analytics, finding terror threats, eliminating them with drones.
You want to build a super intelligent computer, and the first thing you want to do with it is kill people?
Oh, man. First thing I want to do is keep the free world safe. I'm sure that you, well, you understand that.
And who's going to keep the free world safe from Project Deus? How could you? I want nothing to do with this.
Don't... Just... Paula!
Jace, if she's truly brilliant, she'll come around.
And Walker were pals, huh?
Everyone was... Nomad. We need Paula's help. No one knows the system better than she does.
I like you, genius, but some of your choices get people hurt.
All the big choices do. Look, I know how to get her to help us.
I'm listening.
Two things. You need to find evidence on the explosion in my lab.
You really know who did it?
I'm almost certain the Outcast did it. But you need to show Paula evidence on the explosive device itself. Second, you need to visit Paula's husband.
She did not mention a husband.
Look for him in Aurora Hospital. Nomad. This won't be easy for her. But after it's done, she'll know who to trust.
All right. We need her help.
Alright.
How well did you know Walker?
Well, we fixed things together. He was a military advisor brought in after the Skeltech bombing. We were still in mourning for the friends we lost, and then this hero shows up. He was magnetic, charismatic, you know? Like a TV star or something.
Yeah. That guy could charm the fleas off a dog. He kind of changed after he left the unit.
He never spoke about it.
Well, it's top secret. Let's just say it wasn't pretty. I need more about Paula Madeira. How long have you known her?
Years. I hired her right out of grad school. Actually, she was still in grad school. She was only 20, but she was just so smart. I knew that with her, I could lay the foundation of Skeltech's advanced drone program.
But are you friends? Was there something else going on, or what? There's something here I'm missing.
I think hiring her so young, she never really learned the art of adapting. She didn't like working with Walker. I could have handled her differently. I know I need to talk to her about that.
You didn't answer my question.
It hurt. She was so special and one of the first to truly believe. And in hindsight, she was also right. She saw right through Walker. She was immune to his charm. And I was deaf to her warnings.
This guy, Trey Stone, doesn't make things easy.
He always seemed kind of ambitious. He and Walker always had some friction.
Walker mentioned Stone before, but never in a friendly way. I take it he isn't very likable.
He's a creep. But I've had to work with all kinds of people before. Sometimes you tolerate jerks just because they get the job done.
Did he get the job done?
I don't actually know. He kind of insulated himself. As a subcontractor, I couldn't supervise him the way I did other people. I had to trust Walker when he said things were going well.
Genius. What's this thing keeping people in Aroa?
The drone perimeter. We're calling it Operation Citadel. I think Walker came up with the name.
Any weak spots?
The perimeter is made up of different interlocking sectors, and each sector has its own drone swarm. Each swarm is managed by an AI that runs through a local relay terminal.
I could see that system working for surveillance, but it took out my chopper without firing a shot.
The swarms, they're made up of dozens of miniature drones that act in unison, like a flock.
You made an artificial bird strike.
No. We made artificial birds to do the job of bees. Pollination. It's Stone and Walker who militarized our swarms to create a deadly shield perimeter. Who thinks like that?
People after power. Skeltech needs to start thinking more like its clients. Fox called you his best friend.
Yeah, I never thought about it, but I guess he's mine too.
Times like this, you can count your real friends on one hand. You known him a while? You a buddy from college or something?
No. A few years ago, I hired him as a consultant. He was working on the problem P versus NP.
That literally means nothing to me.
It's a math problem. One of the math problems. But Fox was just so enthusiastic about everything, I widened the scope of his role. He was involved in every non-military project Skeltech had.
He's a good guy to have around.
Absolutely.
Hey, what's the deal with this chick on all the video screens? Ayana Puri.
Yeah, my CFO.
I guess she's just, fulfilling her regular job duties, sharing the company news.
Yeah. Did you see the one where she said I was crazy? Having a mental breakdown or something?
It's not a bad propaganda campaign.
She's not as smart as she thinks she is. Her strategies were always traditional. She's never had any real vision.
So why keep her?
She seems so genuinely concerned about the employees' welfare. Now I see she's just playing office politics. She's more clever than smart. She's effectively taken over as CEO.
Hey, genius. I always thought you were more of a pacifist. Gotta say, though, it's a damn shame you had to start making lethal drones.
I was naive, I guess. I always hoped for the best out of people, you know? When a bomb goes off and I meet the wrong person at the worst time, I bought their logic that if you want peace, carry a big stick line of reasoning. Stone even said, doesn't God have his avenging angels guarding the gates of paradise? It never felt right here. We're building Heaven on earth. We're not gods.
Is that why you kept it secret? Project Omega? Because, you know, some people might look at it as a PR shield, keeping the image of a pacifist while making money on weapons.
PR is important, but you don't wear a seatbelt because you're planning to get into a car crash, right?
You have to be cautious.
Right.
Hey, I've been hearing about that World 2.0 stuff. And maybe the world needs a software patch, but a utopia? Really?
People out there in the rest of the world, they think the Earth's dying. They have this belief in scarcity. They think that we'll run out of energy, out of space, or out of water, or anything. And that makes every day a crisis.
And World 2.0 would fix that crisis?
It was more about fixing that mentality. I wanted to show the rest of the world that with innovation, with creativity, and with a little courage, it's easy to see the universe is abundant.
And how about now?
It's still an abundant universe. That hasn't changed.
I don't understand
Just-
what mean upon.
I thought I could keep out jealous people. And the cowards.
No getting away from them.
No. I'm probably not as brave as I want to be either.
How did you buy Aroa in the first place?
I didn't buy it. I leased it. Aroa is technically part of New Zealand, but the U.S. had leased it for years.
Yeah. That's why there's the old naval station. But wouldn't it have been easier to rent a chunk of California or something? I'm sure there's a big stretch of Mojave that nobody wants.
Yeah. The abandoned naval station here piqued our interest initially, hoping we could piggyback on the Cold War infrastructure. That was a wash. But once we had visited Aroa, its biodiversity won us over. Good Hope Mountain has ice, Infinity is surrounded by fields, and the swamps of Finn Bog sport as harsh a conditions as any good drone tester could wish for. We fell in love with the place. I bought the lease from the U.S. government.
And now these are your islands. No government but Skeltech.
Well, avoiding government regulation was a factor.
Oh, I'll bet it was.
All right. That kinda story.
Stay out of trouble.
Focus is my forte.
Right there. Yeah, right got, yeah, right got set at attack. Not that me. Stop. No, Ah, alright, let's save here and make the stream kun on kinda stream where you see what they talking. But yeah, there is the this what scream is. Yesterday I played, but when I put the pause, so pauses and I have to quit the play, and now I have
Before my
to
dad died, he gave me a watch.
start the
Before my dad died, he gave me a watch.
continue, but they all gone, so yeah, now you know if you play it, so if you want to do it all three what the island get, but my before stream, so it's all have to do at once or they gone. Okay, but yeah, thanks for watching. I started play it, so second, but I saved this. Okay, bye.